When you require dependable auto body repair, call the professionals at Gandy's Body Shop in West Frankfort. For 50 years and 3 generations, Gandy's has been the body shop you can trust. Dings, frame repair, and everything in between, our certified technicians have the experience to restore your vehicle using current techniques and tools, including Exalta paint. At Gandy's, the customer always comes first, and quality is always important. Call us today for your free estimate. Gandy's Body Shop, West Frankfort, Illinois, celebrating 50 years.
Welcome, 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 Redbird fans, here, there, everywhere, and all around the planet, right here into Nashville, Illinois. John Odell sitting alongside the field here, just got everything set up. I tell you what, these nettings are fun, but not for streaming. But we're going to make it happen today, folks. There's a swing and a shot. It's a foul ball down the left field line. As we push to get all of our graphics loaded for you and in and running. 1-2 the count. Presley Trigolo in the dirt. 2-1 the count. Make that. Switch those up. Swinging a hot shot off the pitcher. Trigolo's going to get there. It's going to be an infield single. And that's how we get started here in Nashville. Up next, Michaela Joyner. That pitch is high. As I bring that up to speed, we are there. Okay. Swing, lifted to first, going to be picked up. First out of the inning, Michaela Joyner, soft line out. F3. Up next, Reese James. That ball's going to get past the catcher. Going to allow Trigolo to move up 60 feet to second. As here, I'm right here with the fans, and I feel like I'm having a conversation with all of them right now. Whether they're listening or not, they probably aren't, but they might tune into the Bird's Nest. If not, they probably should. Ball's going to get thrown behind Reese James. First 2 pitches of this sequence are going to be balls. As Trigolo now at third, James fouls one off down the left field line. Going to go to Jim Pearsall. He's going to make a nice play down there at third. Good play, Coach. Ball's in the dirt. James with a good eye. Patience in this at bat. Brings the count to 3-1. Ball goes behind James. Ball 4. Going to put her at first. They're going to let her run. Up next, the SI maintenance cleanup hitter, Lainey Dunston. Dunston's got a couple of dingers on the season. We could really use a jolt here, see what happens. Runners on first and third. swing. It looks like it's going to go foul. It is going to go foul right over the first base dugout. No fans made an attempt for it, but that's okay. We're not going to fault them for that. It's a little wet out here. Of course, it's a little wet all over Southern Illinois right now. But grounds crews all over getting these fields ready to go. Good job, fellas and ladies. Pitches in the dirt. Steve right called. One and two the count on Lady Dunstan. Pitch is high. As our intention was to have Ted the Legend with us today, but internets aren't going to allow that, Teddy. I am so sorry. He's watching from home. Hi, Ted. Shout out to you as always. Thank you for being a big fan of the nest. Gonna load the bases. Oh, that's not ball 4. That's ball 3. My apologies. 3-2 the count. Make that ball 4. Not predicting the future, but that's what happened there. As Keaton Bates steps in for the Birds. Adeline Trigolo going to do some running. She moves to first for Lainey Dunstan. Base is full of Birds. Nowhere to put them now. One down, top of the first inning here in Nashville. Quite the impressive field they have with all their advertisers there on the fence and their state championships. Proudly displayed in right center field. 210 to center, 190 down the right field line. Hot shot and a double up, and that's going to end the Birds inning. Nice play. Foils any chance for the Birds. Birds had bases loaded and only one away. Couldn't put one across. We'll be back in about 60 seconds right here on the legendary WGGH.
West Frankfort is a special place. It is a small, thriving community in the heart of Southern Illinois. We are rich with traditions and opportunities. We were built around the coal mining industry, which formed a melting pot of nationalities. Our town is a wonderful place to raise a family, start a business, come to retire, or enjoy the simple life. West Frankfort City Hall is at 605 West Main Street. Their phone number is 618-932-3262. West Frankfort, Illinois. A rich past, a bright future.
John here with Mad Pizza, talking to random strangers on the street about if they've had a Mad. Sir, have you had a Mad?
I've had a Mad.
Sir, have you had a Mad?
I've had a Mad.
Ma'am, have you had a Mad?
I have not had a Mad.
Oh, you haven't had a Mad? Mad Pizza, located at 200 East Main Street, West Frankfort, Illinois. Dine in or carry out. To place a carry-out order, call 618-937-8822 or go see them on Facebook. Mad Pizza, your hometown slice.
Mad Pizza, your hometown slice. Absolutely. Get you a slice today. Also, if it's a home game and you're wearing your Redbird gear there in the Mad Pizza, 10% off. How about that? Cash them outside. Around me. Hello. Ball 1 as we attempt to get a roster for the Nashville Lady Hornets. Want to make sure we give them their due. Steve Wright called. Brings the count to 2-1. Number 20 is this young lady.
I'll get it. I'll tell him who it is.
And we have an on-the-beat correspondent here with me. She's, I'm sure, a mom and wants to make sure that it's done right. I get that. I have a mom that wants to make sure it's done right. And I'm 46 years old, you know. 2-2 the count. Hopkins hits it off her knee. Rala able to adjust, toss across. And that's an out. First out of the inning. Really good play by Rala. Bauza. Number 24, Bauza. They don't have the names. They got the American flags on the back of the uniforms, which, you know what? I'm totally okay with that. That's perfectly fine. Bauza in the 2-hole here, number 24 for Nashville. Hopkins in the circle. Looking to the dugout to get some that is a ball high. Oh, that wasn't an out at first. They called her safe at first. Did they call her safe at first? They did. Wow. Well, he's got the umpiring outfit on. I'm not going to argue with the feller. We're going to have to give that a hit then for the Hornets to start that game. Put a runner at first. One count. Throw is down there. Gets past Rala, but James there to scoop it up. 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch from Hopkins. Laid into down the first base line. Going to go foul, just short of the warning track. Straighten that out, and that's going to be trouble out there for the Redbirds. Runner on second. Solid shot to James. She picks it up, tries to double her off. Up next, Stigman. As you hear the walk-up songs in between each one, what would your walk-up song be at home, folks? If you had a walk-up song, what would they play for you? You need to pick that, I'm telling you. Runner on second. And the delivery. That's in the dirt. Skillfully scooped there by Dunstan. And as I checked, this Hornets team said 0-6 on max preps, but they look like they could be a sleeper because they don't look like they don't know what they're doing. They all look like they know what they're doing. They must have run into some tough teams along the way. Frankfort 8-2 took their first loss of the conference. Thank you. Yesterday, Stigman swings, foul tip at the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike. The ball's in the dirt. That brings the count to 3-1. Foul ball down the third base line, just wide of the bag. Our angle today is not quite the angle that you're used to or that you like. We understand that. But listen, we take what we can get when we can get it. We can maybe bring you a little closer to the action like that. Might help just a little bit. Really good pitch by Annabelle Hopkins. Didn't get the benefit of that call, but keep going to that same spot. Keep hitting it consistently. That brings runners to first and second. Still just one away here in the bottom of the first. Up next, Gajewski. Solid shot to the hole. Going to get in the outfield, scooped up. Going to be brought home. Tried to get cut off there by Courtney Russell. Not able to get a hold of it. It's going to be the first run of the game for the Nashville Lady Hornets. Bringing up Hunter. Runners on second and third, one away. Delivery. And some whoos coming from the dugout. Thought that pitch may have been a strike, but was not called. Annabelle delivers again. Off the end of the bat, toss to first. That's the second out of the inning. Two outs, but another run across for the Nashville Lady Hornets. Going to leave a runner on third. Basden, I believe is the way we say that. I could be wrong. She fires it out to left field. Solid shot. And that is the third run of this inning. New Hayes is up next for the Nashville Lady Hornets. Runner at first for number 28 is number 22. Riley, as she's called by all the fans here in Nashville, up to the plate. Swinging a shot right off the protective netting, going to be the first strike in this sequence. We do appreciate you tuning in today to the Bird's Nest, powered by the legendary WGGH. As our app up and running, make sure you download it. If you've got, if you have Apple products, make sure you download our app, okay? Go to it now. Download it. The Bird's Nest. Huh? I would if I were you. That's what I would do. You don't have to, but, you know. 1-1 the count. Solid shot down third base line. It's going to go foul. He says foul again. As the young lady didn't hear him running from first to third. Now she's tired. I'm tired. Everybody's tired. Here comes the pitch. Up and out of the zone. Evens up the count to 2-2. Twos are wild now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Bottom of the first. Hopkins in the circle for the Birds. Set to deliver this 2-2 pitch. Foul ball out in the parking lot near the bus. That's a Gandy's Body Shop parking lot shot. Remember, if you get a ding or a dent or a broken windshield because of a foul ball at a ball game, give our friends at Gandy's Body Shop a call. 618-932-6979. Waited on that, put it out in the hole. As the Nashville Lady Hornets moving right along here in this inning. Boldry up next. And they've nearly batted through the lineup. one shy of that. They're on the number 8 hitter right now. 3 runs across. Another pinch runner. Steve right called on the inside corner. Hopkins sneaks one by her. 0-1 the count. That's up right here to the fans. Be careful. Watch out. He had a play, but he didn't make it. It was close though. We got to give him credit for the attempt. Didn't bring his glove with him. Probably the wrong hand.
Yeah, and those legs worked just fine though, didn't they?
As I believe they may have made contact with the. Is that batter's interference? It's got to be. That's the third out of the inning. And that's what we're going to assume that was. We didn't get any other. We were watching the fans here. But let's take a look at the line score. 4 hits for the Nashville Lady Hornets there in the first inning and 3 runs across. We'll be back in about 60 seconds right here on the legendary WGGH.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Illinois. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Illinois High School Association and the Illinois Athletic Directors Association.
Welcome back here on the legendary WGGH via the Bird's Nest and the Hopkins Law Booth. Shot out towards left. Going to be hung up there for the center fielder. Popejoy makes the play out there in center. One swing, one down. Hopkins stepping into the dish for the Birds. That ball bounces. I don't think she meant to, but when it bounces before it gets to the plate, they're going to call that a ball every time. Steve, right, called on the inside corner. Bounces again. And this young lady, she either bounces it in or it's a steer right down Broadway. Not much in between right now. We'll see what happens as the game goes along. 2-1 the count. Hopkins throws it into the air. It's going to be foul. It's going to be out of the reach of the third baseman. I don't know if Coach Pearsall tried to trip her or not. That I don't think he would do that kind of thing, but you never know. You never know with Coach. 2-2 the count. Ball bounces in again. Brings the count to full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ball 4 high. Stepping in now, Courtney Russell.
Hey, make a play. Let's go, White.
Ball 1. No runs across yet for the West Frankfort Lady Redbirds here in the top of the second inning. It is 3-0 here in Nashville. Hot shot to the third baseman, bobbles it, tosses it to first, gets the out. Runner moves up 60 feet. Is decent. And that secondary leadoff spot in the 9-hole steps in. Deason charged a shot out towards the fence yesterday. See if she can duplicate that here. Pitches outside. Oh, 1-0 the count, bounces that one in. 2 balls, no strikes. Pitch goes behind the catcher, going to allow Hopkins to move up 60. She's now at third. A 3-0 count on Deason. Trigolo, the John A. Logan commit, in the on-deck circle. Steve, you're right, called right down Broadway. Coach called yellow 1. I don't know what that means. He's talking about his favorite color, I guess, over there. Craziness going on. Pitch goes behind Deason. And 2 base runners here for the Birds. 3 base runners in the first inning. 2 base runners here. Birds have had their chances today to put runs across. Have not done it as of yet. We'll see what happens. Still early in this broadcast. Or in this broadcast, in this game, as it were. Well, both, I guess. That pitch is high. Nah, we'll wait till that inning. Another pitch in the dirt. Purple 10 now the call. I'm telling you, craziness. I love it. I love the calls. I love that every team has such different ways to make calls. Wanted to offer, but it was too low. 3 balls, no strikes. Joyner on deck for the Birds. Ball 4. Walked her on 4 straight. Joyner now steps in for the Birds. And the same thing we had last inning, where the Birds had the bases loaded. Except last inning we had it with 1 out. This inning with 2 outs, the Birds load the bases. A mound visit for the Nashville Lady Hornets will give us our first little break here. Joyner has her instructions from Coach Pearsall. That pitch is high. And that's 5 straight, 6 straight, 7 straight balls. Thrown by the pitcher. Pitch is low and outside. 8 straight out of the zone. As the Birds are going to show some patience here. Small ball is still ball, right? Station to station is kind of the way to go. 3-0 the count. Or you take what your opponent gives you, as it were. If they're giving you walks, you take the walks. Pitch goes inside. That's going to be the first run of the ball game for the West Frankfort Lady Redbirds, and it comes by way of ball 4. Coach comes out, wants to chat. Don't forget, you can catch all the action this season long for the West Frankfort Lady Redbirds. Lady Redbirds softball right here in the Bird's Nest, powered by the legendary WGGH. Was able to get into the studio today and get some time on the computer and create a few things. Where's the one? Oh no. There it is. I'll bring it up in a minute. Up next, Reese James. Actually, no, now's a good time. Reese James. She's always sponsored, and she's always in that starting lineup. It's brought to you by our friends at Ridgeway Auto Sales. That's a ball. It's another one of those graphics I was working on today at home, folks. Patton eating pizza rolls. That ball hits James. I'm not going to call that. They did call that. And that hit James on the foot. That's going to put another run across for the Lady Redbirds. 3-2 now to score. Stepping in, the SI Maintenance cleanup hitter, Lainey Dunstan. Dunstan puts a charge into one. It's back. It's deep. It's gone. That's a grand slam. Your first Drew's Doghouse grand slam of the season, brought to you by Drew's Doghouse. Put Lainey Dunstan's name in the comments right now. You're going to get that Drew's Doghouse hot dog. Lainey Dunstan with a massive home run, and that gives the Birds the lead. 1, 2, 3, 4. Clear those bases off. And that is 6-3. Birds were blanked in the first inning, but came back with a vengeance here, and not done. Not done yet. Keaton Bates up next. Smashley Rala is on deck. Each of them have ponytails. The ponytails confused me. The ball's outside. Really impressive this inning is the patience by the West Frankfort Lady Redbirds. Hits Bates on the foot. Second hit by pitch this inning for the West Frankfort Lady Redbirds. And sometimes you say they don't try to get out of the way. Both Redbirds tried to get out of the way of those balls. They just got up on them quick. 2 down here in the top of the second inning. Birds put up a crooked number here in 6. See if they can push across any more. Bates at first, Rala at the dish. Bounces across. Ashley puts one foul down the first base line. Lands harmlessly in the grass out there. That brings the count to 1-1. Here's the pitch. Ball's high and inside. Steve, right called. Ball in the dirt. That brings the count to full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Runner at first. We'll get not a head start, but get a take off here. Pitch is released. She goes. That's a ball. Here comes Coach, I believe. And that's going to be a pitching change. Of course, I know, we all know that our pitching changes here, brought to you by our friends at Jimmy Shines. Huh? Another one of those little graphics I made, pitching change brought to you by Jimmy Shines, huh? You're welcome, Jimmy. I spent like 20 minutes making that, man. Also eating pizza rolls. But don't forget, give them a buzz, 618-937-3393. That's 618-937-3393. Or 618-923-0757. For Jimmy Shines. Just like every team needs a change in the circle every now and then, your car needs some new tires. Give our friend Jimmy Shine a call. We'll be back.
Hello again. This is Aaron Hopkins of Hopkins Law. Forgive the mess. Everything's right where it's supposed to be. Wanted to wish a good game tonight. The Redbirds against the Heron Tigers. Go Big Red.
Bedbugs are back in a big way. These parasitic insects creep into your home to feed on you and your pets while you sleep.
Don't let the bedbugs bite. Let our family protect yours.
At Egyptian Exterminating, we have 60 years of experience spanning 4 generations of exterminators. As Southern Illinois' bedbug experts, we'll get the job done right.
No contracts.
No hassles. And no bugs.
Egyptian Exterminating.
IBEW Local 702, an international brotherhood of electrical workers, has more than 4,500 members. Working men and women in hard hats, steel-toed boots, and leather gloves, scattered throughout the heartland, making a living while making the heartland a better place to live. IBEW Local 702 represents construction workers, tree trimmers, broadcast engineering, telephone company, and power utility personnel. IBEW Local 702, with offices in West Frankfort.
IBEW Local 702, offices in West Frankfort. Right there next to the high school, actually. You've seen it. Hopkins up next for the Birds. Pitches outside.
Yellow 5.
Boldry, the new pitcher. For the Nashville Lady Hornets. Shot down the third base line is just foul of the bag.
Purple 2.
1-1 the count. As you see the shadows starting to creep across the field here, just now making it to the batter's box.
Purple 7.
Pitch skips across. 2-1 the count.
Green 8.
That ball is down as well. 3-1 the count.
White 3.
Foul ball goes straight back off the padding here. That brings the count to full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. 6-3 to score. Birds on top. Hornets trying to make it stop right here. Stop the bleeding. Steve, right 3 called, and that's how you stop the bleeding. AB goes down on strikes, but the Birds put a few together. I guess just 2 hits in that string. They had a bunch of walks, but the one big one was the Grand Slam home run. Put the Birds up 6 at that point. We'll be back in about 60 seconds right here on the legendary, not the ordinary, not the okay, but the legendary WGGH.
Well, I think in Southern Illinois, we're such a tight-knit community. I think when people are down, generally, we rally to support each other. And I think our charitable causes are kind of like the backbone of that. So we have many groups, whether it's children's shelters or law enforcement causes or veterans issues, that they need our support financially, they need our support in the community. And Sam started that from day one in giving back, and Lance and Bill and I have continued to do that. It means very much to us.
Sam C. Mitchell and Associates. Thank you, Sam C. Mitchell, and thank you for the replay sponsor for this year. I'm going to be talking to my good friend Lance and see if we can't bring Sam and his associates back on for next year in the broadcasting for the 25-26 school year. It's right around the corner, folks. Pitches down, starts the bottom half of the second inning with a ball. Boldry, the new pitcher for the Nashville Lady Hornets. Ball's foul off the protective netting here, and we're going to make sure we change those team details to, because on there I thought it was Hornets, but it's not. It's the Hornets. Let's make sure we give them credit. Steve, right called. Swing and nibbler down to third, picked up by Joyner, tossed across. That's going to be the first out of the inning. Steve, right. Shot out towards center is going to get down. It's going to be the first runner of this inning. Tejada with that hit for the Hornets. And that puts a runner at first base. First pitch of this sequence is a Steve Wright. Pope Joy puts a charge. It goes foul. Down by the old oak tree. Pretty row of trees down there. Seems like it'd be a good time for deer season to be right down here in this little spot that we're at. Of course, the boys playing right across the way from us here, so we'll try to keep an eye on that score, see if we can come up with a score. That ball in the dirt brings the count to 1-2.
You got this. Come on, right here, battle, babe. Let's go.
4-3-1.
Pitch goes high.
Stay right here, kid. Hey, let's go, TJ. Let's go, babe. Right here. TJ, let's go, babe. Oh my. Go, babe. Go, babe.
Pitch is high. And what was 1-2 has moved to 3-2. Hopkins tried to get a strike him out, throw him out, but that was our first Justin Jones Remax strikeout. Hey, Justin, that's another $1 you and I owe to the West Frankfort Lady Redbirds every strikeout this season. The Bird's Nest and Justin Jones Realty donating $1 apiece. That's $2 just on that one there. So however many strikeouts they have times $2, that's how much we're donating at the end of the season. Out of my pocketbook, too. Steve Wright called. Justin also, if you need a realtor, see Justin. Because $150 out of every transaction is going to go to a Redbird program that needs it. We're calling it Build Back the Birds with Justin Jones Realty. Steve Wright called on that off-speed pitch by Hopkins. Had her guessing. Runner at second for Nashville, but an 0-2 count. Swing and a miss. Steve Wright 3, another Justin Jones Remax strikeout. And great job there by Annabelle Hopkins to get out of that inning. Let's go ahead and bring that in for you. I've missed it up to this point, but I want to make sure he gets his comeuppance. Here we go. Justin Jones, there he is. What a handsome feller. What a handsome feller. There you go, Justin. All right, guys, we'll be back in about 60 seconds right here on the legendary, not the ordinary, not the okay. We're talking the legendary WGGH.
No, do not put those French fries into your mouth. Instead, put them directly inside your Quarter Pounder, where they belong. The hottest, juiciest Quarter Pounder yet. It's perfect. Made perfecter. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At Rent One, we know that so much depends on you. From providing a good night's sleep, to giving your family the best in life. From keeping up with the laundry, to keeping up with your budget. That's why Rent One allows you to buy now and pay later on name brand furniture, mattresses, appliances, electronics, and more. We're here for you, so you can be there for them. Visit shoprentone.com to find a location near you. Use promo code STREAM and pay $99 for your first month.
Well, I think in Southern Illinois.
Yellow 5.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back here on the Bird's Nest. Powered by the legendary WGGH. Nibbed off the end of the bat. One swing, one out. Gonna bring up Jenna Deason. Deason decides to ditch the gray sweatshirt she had on. Swing and a hot shot out to shortstop. Grabbed. Two swings. 2 outs. Tale of 2 innings. Redbirds scored six there at the top of the second so far. 2 up, 2 down. That brings up Trigolo.
Yellow 5.
There's a shot out to right center.
Right center.
Gets down. That's a hit for Trigolo. And the Redbirds aren't going to be blanked in this inning, at least in the hit column. Let's see if they can put together now a couple of those and get a couple more runs across here. Joyner steps it up to the dish for the Birds. Boldry delivers. Swing and a miss. There's going to be a steal. It's a strike and a steal. All in the same pitch there. See if Trigolo stays at second or if she's going to attempt to come down to third base. I know she has the speed, but whether this is the situation to do that, Coach will let her know. That shot's back up the middle. Michaela Joyner going to give the Redbirds. Wow. What a throw. I would have said that was going to be a run for the Birds, but a heck of a throw by the center fielder. Puts it on a dot, and that you get Trigolo at home. Let's check this out on the Sam C. Mitchell replay. We'll slow that down as she comes in. Ball's there. Tag applied. Third out of the inning. That's going to be it for the West Frankfort Lady Redbirds in this half inning. We'll be back in about 60 seconds right here in the Bird's Nest. Powered by the legendary WGGH.
Let's go, Claire. Head down.
We're such a tight-knit community. I think when people are down, generally we rally to support each other. And I think our charitable causes are kind of like the backbone of that. So we have many groups, whether it's children's shelters or law enforcement causes or veterans issues that need our support financially. They need our support in the community. And Sam started that from day one in giving back. And Lance and Bill and I have continued to do that. It means very much to us.
Welcome back here on the Bird's Nest, powered by the legendary WGGH. First pitch is a foul down the left field line. 0-1 the count. Stiegman steps in. Steve, right call. Hopkins checks her wrist. Ready to deliver this 0-2 pitch. Foul down the third base line. We'll do it again. That ball had some stank on it going down there. As you hear the sounds of the park going off around us. Fans cheering. Really, it's the dugout cheering. They're letting it rip inside that Nashville Hornets dugout over there. I have noticed that that's a tiger there. That's not a Nashville Hornet. So we're going to make sure we change that. It just changed up there on your screen now. The Nashville Hornets getting all that justice that they needed. There's a shot into the fence. Justice? If Bubba were here, he'd call me an idiot. Oh, boy. 1-2 to count. 43 pitches on the game for Hopkins. Strike three. That's a Justin Jones. Remax. Strikeout. Another $2. Another $2, Justin. Me and you. If Hopkins stays on the mound, we're going to be broke. That pitch is up and out of the zone. As we've taken on an air of chill here, that breeze is not brisk today like you like it on a warm summer day. It's more like we're in a hotel room and we got the air conditioner on 62. Whew. You know what I'm talking about. You know when you go to the hotel room, you keep it 10 degrees colder than you keep it in your house. You know you do. 1-1 the count. Ball bounces. Scooped up by Dunston. Brings the count to 2-1. Swing and lifted foul. As we see that internet having a little bit of issue keeping up right now. Another foul ball. And if you are experiencing some lag at home, we apologize. There's not a lot in this situation that we can do where we are. There you go. It's coming back now, kind of. Another foul down the third base line. And that's 3 fouls or 4 fouls down that third base line by this young lady, Gajewski. Another foul down the third base line. 2-2 the count. It says 3-2 there, but don't pay no attention. Now you can believe it. Now you can believe it. It is 3-2 now. No runners on for the Hornets. 3-2 count for Gajewski. Payoff pitch from the circle on the way. Ball is in her eyes. First runner or first base runner of the inning for the Hornets by way of walk. Up next, Hunter. Ball is outside and a little low. There are no lights on either field here at Nashville. Hot shot to second. Scooped up, tossed across. James with the second out of the inning. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Ball's in the dirt. As Gajewski getting a really big secondary lead out there at second.
Let's go, kids. Let's go,
Steve, right call. AB has apparently heard about our deal, Justin. She's trying to make a bunch of money for the birds today. See if she can do it here. Puts it across. Another Justin Jones Remax. Realty Central. Strikeout. Man, oh man. Birds cruising right along now. Had a little hiccup there at the beginning of the first inning. Or at the bottom of the first inning. As we take a look at the line score on the game. 3 runs in the bottom of the first for the Nashville Lady Hornets. 6 runs in the top of the second for the Birds. And let's see here if we can watch this. See if we can find it here. That's going to be the celebration or the ending of that home run. We'll have to watch the broadcast to catch her swing there, I guess. I didn't clip enough there, but there's the celebration. And Lainey Dunstan making it around. Made the score 6-4 at that, or 6-3 at that point, which is where we stand right now. Boldry back in the circle this half inning for the Nashville Lady Hornets. As we attempt to brighten that screen for you just a little bit. It is not getting dark yet, but it is starting to sun's starting to set just a little bit. Shadows creeping across the field. At some point, that's going to mess with the hitters just a little bit. Pitch is down. We start this half inning with a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. To be specific. Shot off the shin of the pitcher. And ow. You'll see that ball redirected there. That's off the pitcher's shin. Man. Sorry, young lady. That stinks. Or stings. It's going to be a hit for James. It's going to bring up our SI maintenance. Cleanup hitter.
White three.
Lainey Dunstan.
All right. Stop.
Ball bounces. In there, 2-0 to count.
Red seven.
Like I told you, this is the SI maintenance. Cleanup hitter, Lainey Dunstan. Hot shot to third. Picked up, scooped up, tossed across. Way to keep your head, young lady. Ball bounced off of her glove, but was able to pick it up, toss it across, and get Dunstan out. However, James able to move up 60. Now she stands at second. Up next, Keaton Bates puts one in the air out towards right field. That's a tough pickup out there in right field with that sun. And you could tell her shading her eyes and got her sunglasses on, and Mom's got an umbrella probably somewhere trying to hide the sun as well. Everything you can do to block that sun when it's right there, that's a tough play. Good job. James not able to move up 60 on that one. Not deep enough. Rala watches the first come across. Ball one.
3-9.
Let's go make a play here. Be ready.
2 balls, no strikes. Don't forget, after the bottom of the 4th, we will have the 5th inning stretch. Still looking for our sponsor of our 5th inning stretch. Shot out towards left is going to get out of play down by the batting cage. I don't know whether it's people don't like take me out to the ball game or they don't like my voice. Whichever one it is, it's a little offensive, West Frankfort, but I'll get over it. Still going to play it because I love taking me out to the ball game, and it's a part of it's a part of baseball and softball.
Red 5, red 5.
2-2 is what? 2-2 is what? Yeah, 3-1? 3-1. 3-1. 3-1 the count. That's what I thought it was. Cued off the end of the bat down to third base. Coach Pearsall makes a nice play. First one of those he's made this season. Good job, Coach. I've seen him dive out of the way of more balls than he's gotten in the way of them, but that's neither here nor there. That ball is high, going to be the fourth ball in the sequence. You can't do that. If you get 4 of them, that's a walk. That puts Rala at first base, going to bring Hopkins, the pitcher of record for the West Frankfort Lady Redbirds, up to the dish. Here's a ball high and outside.
I'll take you. Red 7.
Solid shot out towards center. Had a bead on it. Pope Joy. Sought that one out. Made the final play of the inning. Birds don't score after 3.5. It's Nashville 3, West Frankfort 6. We'll be back in 60 seconds right here on the legendary WGGH.
When you require dependable auto body repair, call the professionals at Gandy's Body Shop in West Frankfort. For 50 years and 3 generations, Gandy's has been the body shop you can trust. Dings, frame repair, and everything in between, our certified technicians have the experience to restore your vehicle using current techniques and tools, including Exalta paint. At Gandy's, the customer always comes first, and quality is always important. Call us today for your free estimate. Gandy's Body Shop, West Frankfort, Illinois, celebrating 50 years.
Well, I told you 60 seconds. They got it done quick. They're ready to get moving. If I didn't have time to put the bum music on, ladies, let me get some bum music over here, huh? I gotta download it if I'm not gonna use it. Oh boy, oh boy. We are back in the bottom of the 4th inning. Birds on top 6-3. Hopkins in the circle for the West Frankfort Lady Redbirds. Checks the wristband for the call. She's got it. Ready to start this half inning. Here's the first pitch from the circle. Swung on. Out towards left center. Diving attempt by Trigolo. She had a glove on it, but just not able to come up with it. Nice try. Nice attempt. Nice hit. Going to start the Nashville Hornets with a runner on second. Boldry steps into the box for Nashville. Pitches out of the zone.
Let's go next right here, kid. Someone sit. Let's go, Vanessa.
That's a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Steve, right called. I look at the lag that we get every once in a while, folks. It's kind of like turbulence for a pilot, you know? That must be how they feel. When you hit the turbulence, you're like, oh, there's nothing I can do about it, but we'll get through it in just a minute. It's the best analogy I can give you for it. 2-1 the count.
2-1 the count.
Foul ball, hitter in the box, the umpire says. He was right there on it. Check out the Sam C. Mitchell replay. Here it is right there. Hits her on the leg. That brings the count to 2-2. Soft liner too short. Scooped up by Rala. First out of the inning comes by the way of F6 as Tejada stepping in. And I don't know who pitched your walk-up music, but not your traditional walk-up song. I like the song, but not your traditional one. Shows the individuality of each of these athletes that we watch. That ball is popped up towards first base and not able to come up with it. Is Courtney Russell a little mad at herself there? She also battling the sun in that kind of same position as the right fielder for Nashville. Swing and a miss. Right three. That's another Justin Jones. Rematch strikeout. It's another $2 to the West Frankfort Lady Redbird softball team. If you are a business and want to get in on that, it'll be mentioned every time there's a strikeout like that. Me and Justin would love to have you along. But listen, it comes with a $1 donation per strikeout for the Redbirds all season long. That's what that particular sponsorship takes. But you'll be mentioned every time. Ball one. Followed by a steer right. Coach giving out the signal over there. Girls got it. Here's the pitch. I would have rang it up. That's why they don't give me that umpiring ability, I guess. 2-1 the count on the really close pitch there by Hopkins. Keep hitting that spot there, though, Annabelle. You'll get that call. Right there, basically in that same spot, trying to get it. Annabelle not happy about that. Wanted that call. I get it. She shrugs it off, though. Like the champ that she is. Delivers from the circle on the 3-1 pitch in the dirt. Scooped up there by Dunstan. That puts runners on first and second, 2 down. Bauza. See, now that's what I think of as a walk-up song there. Had the crowd going, gets you pumped a little bit. To each their own. Steve, right. Trying to go back to that spot. Finally hits it. See if she throws her something on the inside part of the plate here. And get her chopping it out. No, takes a little off. Throws that changeup. Throws that changeup, drops it off, and puts her in a hole here, 0-2. Runners on first and second. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning here at Nashville. That's a ball. Lined into center. Scooped up by Trigolo. She fires. It's cut off by Courtney Russell there. Hit for the Hornets and a run. 6-4 the score. Stegman steps in for the Nashville Lady Hornets.
In the next life, I'm trying to stay paid. When I die,
Oh, man. Oh, man. Still not getting the benefit of that call there. If you don't get that call, that's tough. That's tough. Rolla. There wouldn't be a transfer, coach. It's the second out of the inning, I believe, is what they're going to say. As they're going to go out and talk about it. And the fans here saying there's no reason to transfer. That's kind of what I'm thinking along those lines. I don't know. Umpire's going to talk about it.
Yeah.
It's exactly what I thought. That's it's an error on the Birds. Is what that is. Leads to that run there. Runners now on first and second. 6-5 the score. Fiddlesticks. Gajewski steps in for the Nashville Lady Hornets. And Gajewski by name alone probably stokes fear into the hearts of opposing pitchers. That's a ball out of the zone. 80 pitches according to our stats here in the Bird's Nest for AB. 80 pitches, and we're not through four yet. Steve, right. Nibbling in that spot as the Birds try to get her at second. Nearly did get her picked off. Bowser just a little bit too far off the bag there. 2-1 the count. Hopkins delivers. In the dirt, past Dunston. It's going to allow the runners to move up 60 feet. Now you got runners at second and third. 3-1 the count. That pitch out of the zone. That's going to walk them full. Hunter up next for the Nashville Lady Hornets. Dunston making a trip out to the circle to chat with Hopkins. Maybe a little strategy, maybe a little calming the nerves. Maybe just a chance to take a breath either way. She makes her way back behind home plate. Base is full of Hornets. Nowhere to put them. Steve, right, called on the outside corner. No better time than right now for one of those Remax strikeouts for the Birds. And that's the third out of the inning. Rolla to James. On the 6-4 put out. They scored two. That brings the score now 6-5. We are at the top of 5. It is time for our 5th inning stretch. Go ahead. You know you want to sing that song. Sing it with me as we go along. We'll be back in about a minute and a half.
All right, Redbird fans, let me hear ya. A 1, a 2, a 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back. Oh, it's root for the Redbirds. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. At the old ball game. Let's get some runs.
Don't know who that handsome fella was there, but man, he can sing. Back here in the top of the 5th inning.
Make a play, White. Come on.
As Steve Wright called. As our scoreboard operator here has the Hornets runs there for the Birds. You might want to switch those around. Right now it says 8-3 on the scoreboard. Going to freak some people out. It's actually 6-5. So listen. We got it right here on our screen. We did.
Orange, 1.
That's a tough one to change up. He's going to have to put the whole score back in. Sorry, young feller.
Make a play.
Solid shot. Down the line. It is foul. Brings the count to 1 and 2.
First 2 was 1. We got him down.
Yeah, no. Hey, the first one you called strike. You called the first one a strike. And then she fouled out.
Yeah, first one was strike. Okay. I had one too.
Has a little discrepancy on the count, whether it was 1-2 or 2-1. 1 and 2. They got it. Coach Pearsall giving them a little bit of ribbon, but I think it's all in good fun. Listen, you don't like it when calls go against you. It's not human nature to like that kind of stuff. It's how we respond in those situations. That's a solid shot out towards left, lifted up, and it's going to be a can of corn. End up being that for the left fielder. Now the battery between the two pitchers for Nashville at 81 pitches. So both teams around the same amount of pitches. And, of course, both teams around the same amount of runs. And we're about the same amount of innings. So all that makes sense. On the ground to short, scooped up, tossed across. That's the second out of the inning.
Stop here, stop.
Stepping up to the plate for the Birds. John A. Logan commit. Presley Trigolo. She digs in. Steve Wright called right on the outside corner. You're probably not going to get much more outside than that, but right there nibbling.
White 9.
Oh, won the count. Here's the pitch. Swung on. I don't think she's going to get there. They're not going to get there. Trigolo, the track star. Another hit for Trigolo. Man, she's fast. Michaela Joyner steps up for the Birds. Ball bounces, gets past the catcher, allows Strigolo to move up to second without a throw. I don't know if they'd have had a throw or even a play on her had it not got past. But the fact that it did just makes it that much easier. 1-0 to count. Joyner. Slaps it. Right center field. That's going to be a hit and a run for the Birds. Makes the score 7-5. As James digs in right now, we're checking out that Sam C. Mitchell replay on that last one. We'll check it in a minute. Ball gets past the catcher, allows Joyner to move up. We'll check that out after the game. They hit the 20-second mark instead of the 10-second mark, so it's too long of a clip. Not that you guys care about that, but that's what happened. Lifted into right. Puts a bead on it, makes the catch. Birds get one. Line score I have 7-6-1 for the Birds, 5-6-0 for the Nashville Hornets. 7-5 the score. We'll be back for the bottom of the fifth in just about a minute right here on the legendary WGGH.
Howell Insurance is a proud sponsor of Redbird Athletics. Serving West Frankfort since 1925, we provide auto, home, business, life, and health insurance. Howell Insurance partners with Auto Insurance Company to handle insurance the right way, the human way. Call Ryan, Jessica, or Susan Patton at 937-4000.
IBEW Local 702, an International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, has more than 4,500 members. Working men and women in hard hats, steel-toed boots, and leather gloves scattered throughout the heartland, making a living while making the heartland a better place to live. IBEW Local 702 represents construction workers, tree trimmers, broadcast engineering, telephone company, and power utility personnel. IBEW Local 702 with offices in West Frankfort.
Welcome back here on the legendary WGGH. A Steve Reich starts this half inning. Hopkins still in the circle for the Birds. Birds now can breathe a little easier, but not much. Just a two-run lead for the Birds. That ball going to be lifted towards right field. Keaton Bates never even saw it, I believe. New Hayes up. Now, Riley, as she is affectionately called by the fans here.
One, 2, 5, 1.
And that's a ball. Slipped out of her hands. But it is a ball. Coach having some fun over there in the dugout. I tell you what, he has fun, I think, no matter what he does. Shot back at the head of Annabelle Hopkins. She plays Matrix and gets out of the way. Really nice hit there. That puts runners on first and second with nobody out. Boldry up next for the Nashville Lady Hornets. As you see, state champions in 2001, 2012, and 2015 here for the Nashville Lady Hornets. Wow. Ball goes foul. Much to the chagrin of all the fans here, let that ball roll foul. It's exactly what you're supposed to do in that situation. You won't be able to throw her out at first. Wait to see if it goes foul. If it does, touch it in foul territory. Good job, Birds. Patience is a virtue. Or as my mom used to pray, Lord, give me patience and give it to me now. First and second. Ball's in the dirt. Secondary lead is way off there. Nobody behind her. I imagine Trigolo's going to sneak up there in that position. If she gets a secondary lead like that, Dunstan, she's got an arm. She'll nail her. 1-1. The count. Runners on first and second for the Nashville Lady Hornets. Boldry digs in. Hopkins set from the circle. She delivers. It's popped up. And that's caught. Nobody on the bags. Everybody crashing. But that is the first out of the inning. Check this Sam C. Mitchell replay out real quick. Right there, Joyner makes the play. No one knows. Well, he's letting us. You gotta let it rip, Tater Chip. We're gonna play that song. Oh boy! There's a foul back off the protective netting here in Nashville. Some towns, like West Frankfort, have the metal fence. And then some towns, of course, have adapted to more of this new kind of a style with the roped or the nylon fence. Swing and a miss, Steve right too. Listen, I'm just thankful for both of them.
4-5-2-2.
Steer right three. That's a Justin Jones Remax strikeout. 923-3117. Justin Jones with Remax. Oh man, what'd I do there? Wrong one. Wrong graphic. That's okay. He wanted to call that a strike. I know he did. He did not, however. Going to start out here with a 1-0 count.
1-4-5-1.
Off-speed pitch. Fools her. Way out in front there. Hopejoy, responsible for a couple of plays out there in center field today. Really, really nice looking plays. Weighted back on that one, puts it out in the gap. In left center field. Ball's going to go to Rolla. That's a hit, that's a run, and that's runners on second and third. Bowser steps in for Nashville. Looking to put the Hornets on top. Hopkins looking to stop this rally right here in his tracks. Steve, right called, right down Broadway. Hopkins not afraid to challenge her. Steer right two really nice pitches to start this at bat here for Hopkins from the circle. Bowser down 0-2. Let's see what Annabelle decides to break off here. Right on the outside corner, but just a bit outside, says the umpire. 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Ball's high and outside. Evens the count to 2-2. Twos are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Bottom of the 5th inning. Hopkins from the circle. She delivers. Scooped up at first base by Courtney Russell. That's the last out of the inning. But the Nashville Lady Hornets score one. 7-6 is the score. Birds on top. Let's see if they can come back here in the top of the sixth. Let's pick up a couple of Howell insurance runs here in the top of the sixth inning. That's what we need to see. My name is John, and you are listening to the Bird's Nest right here in the Hopkins Law Booth, all powered by the legendary WGGH. We'll be back. Stepping up in for the Birds. SI maintenance hitter, cleanup hitter, Laney Dunstan. That's a swing and a hit. Straight up in the air. It's going to be the first out of the inning. As Dunstan goes down on an F6. Stepping in now, Keaton Bates. Foul ball. Back towards Sonia Pulliam. Sonia didn't even move. Terrible, Sonia. Terrible. Hit back to the pitcher. Toss to first base. That's an out. 2 up, 2 down. As Smashley Rala steps in for the Birds. Till she gets her driver's license, and then they'll call her Crashly Rala. That's a hit. Back up the middle. Out to center field. Rala is the first Birds base runner this half inning. Stepping up to the plate, Annabelle Hopkins. Hopkins has a lot of stickers on her helmet. So she gets her Bolt batting gloves ready. That pitch is out of the zone. Now I noticed that her and Presley both have those Bolt batting gloves. I don't know what. I think we used to do Nike. Fall inside. If you're in Mustang League, you just use dirt. Just rub your hands in some dirt. That was good enough. 2-0 the count, 2 down. Pitch is in the dirt, and it's underneath her. Rala going to have the chance to move up 60 feet. 3-0 the count. Due up on deck here is Courtney Russell. Pitch is out of the zone. A 4-pitch walk to Annabelle Hopkins is going to put runners on first and second for Courtney Russell. Russell's hit the ball hard this year several times. To see if she can put it somewhere, probably out there in left center field. Ball is popped up. And, that's going to be the third out of the inning. Runners at first and second are stranded by the Birds. That's going to give the Nashville Lady Hornets a chance to come back here in the bottom of the sixth. We'll be back in about 60 seconds right here on the legendary WGGH. Dunston takes her throw to second. We come back here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Got a barn burner, folks. 7-6 to score. Birds on top. Nashville with the heart of the lineup coming up. Steegman. Is the first batter for the Nashville Lady Hornets. Ball is popped up. Rala makes the call. One pitch, one swing, one out. As I thought I had a Redbird replay there, that was not. It's probably still a good play for the Birds, but boy, oh boy. Ball bounces. Probably not going to get that frame job. 1-0 the count.
Right here, 8. Right here, 8.
4, 5, 2, 2.
Ball's fouled. And that's a Gandy's Body Shop parking lot shot there. If you get a ding or a broken windshield from a foul ball at a park, or just had an accident, give friends at Gandy's a call, 618-932-6979. Ball is up and out of the zone. Brings the count to 2-1. Steve, right called right there on the inside corner. Is Hopkins. Up to 109 pitches on the game.
1, 2, 5, 2.
Ooh, that was a really good pitch by Hopkins. Didn't get the benefit of the call. That's all right. Go back there. Go back there again. Here comes the pitch. Steve, right 3. That's a Justin Jones Remax strikeout. Another one for Hopkins, who has several on the game. We'll check Game Changer after the game and see if we can come up with some stats for you. But we do know that one there was a Steve Reich out. Ball's just a bit out or high. 112 pitches on the game for Hopkins, give or take a few pennies. Ball's outside. As I'm missing my partner, Cade Patterson, today. He's at home after school. He was recovering, wasn't feeling well yesterday, so didn't make the ball game. And hope you get better soon, Cade. I miss you being here with me. That shot out towards Rala makes the play. Toss across. Safe there at first. She was. Good throw. Good play. Good dig out by the base runner. That's going to put a runner at first for the Nashville Lady Hornets. That brings up Masden.
Let's go, baby.
Swing and a miss. Strike one. Pitch is in the dirt, blocked by Dunston. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Another shot in the hole. Another skillful stop by Rala. Gonna have to rule that a hit out in the hole there. It's Newhays, the catcher. Steps into the box for the Nashville Lady Hornets. Bouldry on deck. Runners now at first and second for the Hornets. 117 pitches for Hopkins. As that number continues to creep up there. Keep an eye on that. Strike one. Oh, and 1 the count. Hopkins delivers. Strike two. Moans and groans come from the Nashville fans. But listen, that's normal. You should have moans and groans when there's a close pitch there. You don't think it should be one. The Redbirds are happy that it was. Strike three. Another Justin Jones Remax strikeout. Because boy, oh boy, the numbers keep piling up there for Annabelle Hopkins. And the Birds going to try to come back here in the top of the 7th inning and put on some of those Howell insurance runs. Sure like to see a few of those. We'll be back here in just a minute, right here on the legendary WGGH.
Howell Insurance is a proud sponsor of Redbird Athletics. Serving West Frankfort since 1925, we provide auto, home, business, life, and health insurance. Howell Insurance partners with Auto Insurance Company to handle insurance the right way, the human way. Call Ryan, Jessica, or Susan Patton at 937-4000.
IBEW Local 702, an international brotherhood of electrical workers, has more than 4,500 members. Working men and women in hard hats, steel-toed boots, and leather gloves scattered throughout the heartland, making a living while making the heartland a better place to live. IBEW Local 702 represents construction workers, tree trimmers, broadcast engineering, telephone company, and power utility personnel. IBEW Local 702 with offices in West Frankfort.
Majestic Flag Store.
My apologies there to the Majestic Flag Store. We'll get back to that commercial after this half inning. Up next, Jenna Deason, Presley Trigolo, Michaela Joyner. That's the next 3 batters up for the West Frankfort Lady Redbirds. 7-6 the score. We're in the top of the 7th inning here in Nashville. Steve Wright called. Right there on the outside corner. Going to start this sequence here. Steve Wright, too. Same spot. Maybe a little lower, but Got to be protecting that plate here. See what Deason does. Chokes up just a little bit. 0-2 pitch is in the dirt. 1-2 the count.
Red 3. Red 3.
Deason puts one into the parking lot. Down by the azalea bush. I actually don't know if that's an azalea bush or not, but I think it might be. Deason puts one out into right field. It's going to go over the head of the right fielder. Deason digging for two. And she starts the top of the seventh inning off with a double. Trying to put one of those Howell insurance runs across the plate here. 7-6 the score. Birds are on top, but man, oh man, you'd like to breathe a little easier going into the bottom of the seventh inning. Presley Trigolo steps in. She's got a couple of hits on the day. Puts one down. It's going to be foul. By the time it went foul, she was already around second almost. My gosh.
Watch your hands.
One strike.
Ready.
Got it.
Lost.
Slaps it. To the shortstop. Tosses it across. We're going to give Presley a hit. She bobbled it, but even if you get that clean, that's a tough play. Now, I'm not the official scorekeeper, and they may do something different, but that's how I would score that. I wouldn't give that young lady an error because you're not going to get it.
Yellow 5.
Michaela Joyner steps in for the West Frankfort Lady Redbirds. Ball bounces off the plate. It's going to allow the runners to move up 60 feet. That puts Birds on second and third. Joyner has a chance to break this game open here a little bit. One swing of the bat.
Make a play here.
Could plate a couple runs here for the Birds. Ball's high. 2 balls, no strikes.
Right there.
You're out.
Green 8.
It's not fair.
Come in.
Here's the pitch. Swung on. Dribbled.
Out.
Over to second base. She picks it up, tosses it to first. That's the first out of the inning. But a run comes across for the Birds. 8-6 now the score. Trigolo is sitting just 60 feet away. Reese James, just the young lady to get this done. Ball bounces in. It's going to be a ball.
Purple 7.
1 ball, no strikes.
Ball first.
Ball's popped up. Camping underneath it is the third baseman. Makes the play. Stepping in. The SI. Maintenance cleanup hitter, Lainey Dunston.
Red 3.
Call Chad Bates. Hot shot out to second is picked up by the second baseman. Third out of the inning. Birds do some damage, though. They got to run across. 8-6 is the score. We're going to go into the bottom of the seventh inning. Make sure you share this. Let all your Redbird friends know. Could be a Birds victory coming up here in just a couple of minutes. My name's John, and this is the legendary WGGH.
Majestic Flag Store is the source for all your flag needs. We have thousands of flags to choose from. Military, U.S., state, country, and custom flags. Hats, lapel pins, and stickers. All of our U.S. flags and flagpoles are made in America. Majestic is the Tri-State's largest supplier of flags and flagpoles, residential or commercial. Professional installation and repair available. Majestic Janitorial Supply and Flag Store, located next to Harbor Freight in Marion, Illinois, or online at majesticflagstore.com.
Welcome back here on the Birdscast, powered by the legendary WGGH, and it's time for the bottom of the seventh inning. Hopkins still in the circle for the Birds. 120 pitches is what it shows here. She's got an 8-6 lead going into the bottom of the seventh. Due up, Boldry, Tejada, and Popejoy in that order for the Nashville Lady Hornets. Hopkins delivers. It's low.
2-5-3.
Here comes the 1-0 delivery. Steer, right called. Right down Broadway. Evens the count to 1-1.
1-4-1-1.
Boldry digs in. Hopkins delivers from the circle. James underneath that pop fly. First out of the inning comes by way of F4. Tejada steps in for the Hornets. Ball bounces across. Dunston scoops it. Shovels it back to the pitcher. 1-0 the count. One down. Hopkins delivers. Steer, right called. Make that 125 on the day. 125 pitches for Hopkins.
4-5-1.
Swing and a miss. Strike two. She may have helped her there just a little bit. Pitch was a little high, but offering at it. Tejada at the dish with a count of 1-2. Hopkins in the circle delivers. Popped up. That's going to be right over there on top of the dugout. I'm going to do it again. 1-2 to count. 8-6 the score. We are in the bottom of the seventh inning. Birds looking to bounce back after a first loss of the season in the conference, first conference game, and their first conference loss. Shot down first base is going to go foul. Played against a really good Pinckneyville Panthers team. And here's the thing. The Pinckneyville Lady Panthers came away from that game knowing that they were just a really, really good play away from the Birds getting back into the game. It was 6-3, and Lainey Dunston shot a ball to right field. The right fielder leapt off of her feet and made an amazing play to stop that for the Birds as Dunston camps underneath that one. Makes that play. 2 down here in the bottom of the seventh inning. Popejoy represents the last hope for the Nashville Lady Hornets. Ball's down.
You can drive. We need your base. Come on, 20. 1-2-3-1.
Here comes the 1-0 pitch from Hopkins. I would have called it a strike. Umpire does not agree. It's 2-0.
It's 2-0. Come on, PJ. Come on, PJ.
2-0 pitch on the way.
Pitch on the way.
Balls just up and out of the zone. 3 balls, no strikes.
No strikes.
Hopkins delivers. Steve, right called. Hopkins trying to battle back here after falling behind here 3-0. It is 3-1. Here's the delivery. Ball was just down. It's going to be a walk as Bowser steps in for the Nashville Lady Hornets. Bowser, Stigman, and if it gets that far, Gajewski.
2-2-4-1.
Here's the pitch. Steve Wright called. Hopkins trying to nail it down here. She certainly does not want to face the heart of the lineup for the Nashville Lady Hornets. Bowser swings and causes a little fluctuation there in the camera. That's okay. Down to their final strike are the Nashville Lady Hornets. Hopkins delivers. Pretty close play, pretty close pitch there. No go on that one. Keep nibbling though, AB. You'll get that call. 1-2 the count, 2 down. Bottom of the 7th inning. Birds looking to close it out right here. Here's the pitch. Steve Wright 3 called. That's a Justin Jones Remax strikeout to end this ball game. Annabelle Hopkins goes the distance. And that's going to be a final. Right here in Nashville. West Frankfort. 8, Nashville 6. We're going to keep it right here as we go to our commercial-free post-game show. Of course, we're not at home, so it'll be a shortened version of our post-game show today. For all of our stats, we will be posting something in the morning, a kind of a brief on tonight's game. I don't want to mistell you anything right there. That's pretty close to what the stats are. Okay, what you see. 8, 10, and 1, 6, 11, and 0. 8 runs for the Birds, 10 hits, 1 error, 6 runs for the Nashville Lady Hornets, 11 hits and no errors. But the Birds able to come away with a victory. Going to name a Papa John's player of the game tonight, and our Papa John's player of the game tonight is going to be Lady Dunston with a Drew's Doghouse dinger, and it wasn't just a Drew's Doghouse dinger, but a grand slam home run in the top of the second inning that put the Birds up 6-3 at that point, and Birds never lost the lead again. So tonight's Papa John's player of the game, Lainey Dunston for the West Frankfort Lady Redbirds. And the Birds now climbing to 9-2 on the season. Thanks for joining us here tonight in the Bird's Nest. We appreciate each and every one of you listening. A couple things before we go. Number one, be careful what you post on social media. There are always people watching. As always, goodbye. Go Birds.
Give me go where you want to go. You're better. That's
something to look at.